Okay, wait, That's not mine.
Oh, no, that's probably what it is.
It's trash.
Oh, no, you're fine.
No, is this her?
Yeah. Thank And where did you? Look, it's really just me. Right.
Welcome to Cole Stevens, everybody. This is Cole Stevens Salon. We're here for health, hair, and fitness. My name is Aben Stevens. I'm the operations manager at Cole Stevens Hair Salon. I do a little bit of everything. I see a lot of familiar faces in here. I see a lot of doctors in here. I'm realizing I'm reading a book right now called Black Privilege, and I feel as though this is the definition of black privilege right here. As everybody knows, we're a God-fearing salon, we're a luxury hair salon, and we're a cut and color hair salon. Ryan's going to open us up in prayer, and we want to go ahead and get the show started.
All right, so if everybody can, bow their head and close their eyes. Lord, we want to take this time to give it all to you. Thank you for allowing everyone to get here safely today. And we just want to say thank you for the panelists that we had to present for today, to give, they're all in regards to health, hair, and fitness. And we just want to say thank you for using these panelists for your good, and we give you all the praise and glory. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. I'm ready to get the show started, so I'm going to introduce our moderator, Dr. Lisa Ash.
Miss Siobhan Glover.
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
So Dr. Lisa Ash is one of our, my mom's neighbors, and Miss Yvonne is one of my mom's neighbors as well. So
I really thought that was okay.
I think you're going to get your mom first.
Diane Cole Stevens, the owner of Cole Stevens Salon for 17 years.
Wonderful son. So this is live, right? And we don't do anything kind of phony. We do everything very live, organic, and we want your questions to be the same way. We want to hear it all. There's going to be some bloopers, bleepers, whatever you call them, and there might even be some tears shed. There's going to be some happy times, and there's going to be some times where we need to go, I pulled my top dogs. Yeah, I want to hear the experts to speak. And even the moderator, who's my neighbor, I saw her speak one day, and I watched her. I said, she'd be a great moderator for this. So one thing about loving me from roots to ends, I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I'm a grandmom to be again. I'm a business owner, I work. I want to work out sometimes. I want to eat healthy sometimes. I feel like there's a lot going on in the world, and I feel like we're the leaders, African American women. And I think we have to we got to know that, we got to know where we are, we got to build ourselves back up. We got sexism out there, we got racism out there. We have so many challenges other than just waking up. When we wake up as women, we have different challenges. Even when we leave out of here, if it's dark out, when we walk to our car, we got our key already out there. We have to go through so many more things. You know, when our children are out, we gotta worry a little bit different. So I'm here to say, by the end of this seminar, we're just gonna love on me just a little bit more. Can we say loving me from roots to end?
Loving me from roots to end.
So the moderator, I've been calling her mediator, I hope we don't have any mediation. But it's my neighbor and she's my friend, and we had some things in common. We have children, we have husbands, and we all go out and we hang out in my neighborhood. So I watched her, you know, someone's always watching, right? And I was watching her and I thought, I'm gonna let her introduce herself, and then she's gonna introduce this panel, and then we're gonna have some fun, okay?
Great, I got it. Thank you. Welcome, welcome everyone. We're in the middle of the holiday season, and what a wonderful time to take a moment to think about ourselves. This is a time we're thinking about everyone else, and we as women, we tend to do that. We put everyone above us, whether it's work, it's our family, and we kind of put our tasks to the end. So Co-Stephen Salon has given us an opportunity to say, let's pause a moment. What are some of the things that we really always think about and that's important to us? And it doesn't matter your race, it's hair. And when you think about hair, is it going to put something curly in your hair, or you want to make it flat iron or whatever? It's not just the outer, it's a holistic conversation. And so that's why Diane really thought about who should be on this panel. Now we're saying a panel, but it's really going to be a roundtable discussion. And let me tell you the difference. So a panel is just going to talk a little bit and share about their expertise. Roundtable discussion means we want to include you as well. This is an opportunity for you to ask questions. We're going to talk a little bit about who they are. I'm going to tell you why they're here. They're going to tell you some of their credibilities, why they are speaking to share. And then we're going to have a conversation, and we'll guide you there. Everyone agrees? Everyone's okay with that? Any problems? All right, perfect. So when you think of, so who am I? I am a neighbor. We've been neighbors for about 3 years. My husband was a military officer. We moved around. I was very fortunate to maintain a career in corporate, even though we moved. So I'm a senior executive for a large corporation in the area. Been working here for about 10 years. And let me tell you, my daughter who sits here on one of the front row, I remember as we moved around, and I was trying to think, you have to find a new stylist every time we moved. So it wasn't just finding a new job or trying to maintain my career, because I felt like, I wouldn't just take anything. But it was maintaining, but it was finding a new stylist and how I'm going to keep my hair healthy. And I would tell you, as water changed, as the stylist changed, there were different challenges that I had. And so you think about it, like sometimes I wear my hair straight, sometimes I wear it curly. But it took me 5 years to step out and stop getting a relaxer. 5 years I talked to myself every day to say, I think you really want to do it, because my daughter never had one. But I didn't know what my hair looked like. I didn't know what it was going to do, and I still sometimes don't know what it'll do tomorrow. It looks like this today, tomorrow it looks like another way. It kind of has its own mind, but I had to embrace that. And so I was having my own journey. But let me tell you, what my daughter, who at the time was probably 3rd or 4th grade, and she has very curly hair naturally and lots of it. And she didn't like wearing her hair down and out. And I said, why not? 3rd grade, if I see it in my peripheral, it's too big. And I said, are you kidding? But then I thought about it. I didn't embrace mine. I didn't know what it looked like. I've been thinking about it. I didn't know what it really was about. So it really made me think of, say I have to make a decision. What is important? Does it matter that it's curly or it's straight? No, because let me tell you, I go to work and it's straight one day and it's curly the next. I blow my coworkers out and they're like, oh my gosh. They don't know where I am from behind. They're fascinated. I mean, I have had conversations with people that are fascinated by how I can change my hair and how it makes me look different. But then you come, and when I moved here, I've had some challenges. It wasn't necessarily the healthiest. But I was going to a salon every week before, so why wasn't it healthy? So what are some of the challenges we have? What am I doing? Why am I relying on a salon to make my hair the healthiest? What am I thinking about what I'm putting inside my body? Because what grows out is inside. So those are some of the types of conversations that we're going to have today. And so when Diane asked me to be here, I was like, oh my gosh, this is great. Because I've been going through a journey myself. just as each of you and all of us. So let me tell you who's on the panel a little bit. I'm going to give them a chance to share who they are and their expertise. But I want to share with you why they were chosen. They're really, we look at them as subject matter experts. They have an expertise that they can bring to this conversation. So we have Dr. Anne Marie Gordon. So we talked about it. I said, what am I doing with my body? How healthy I am. She's an in internal medicine, and she's with MedStar Washington Hospital, amongst other things. I'm going to let her share about her lots of accolades. But she's in the medical field. And so when you think about care and holistically what's going on, it was important that we have a medical doctor on the panel. So can I take a moment and give you a chance to share a little bit about who you are and why you're here?
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
I am indeed very privileged today to be sitting among such an illustrious group up here and to have this opportunity to share with you a little bit about who I am, what I do, and maybe to a few questions from you. So just a little bit about my background. I am originally from Trinidad and Tobago. My former career before medicine was in forensic toxicology. When I came to this country, I did my medical degree at George Washington University. There I did some research as well. I did my PhD courses in pharmacology there. I did an MD degree and a master's in public health there, and did my residency training there. And I was invited to be a part of the Washington Hospital Center medical department as an occupational medicine doctor. That's my other specialty apart from internal medicine. And subsequently went into private practice in 2002. I still have my office there at the hospital center, but I'm a solo practitioner. And one of my philosophies in practicing medicine is a holistic one. I believe that the human body is actually quite complex, but it's absolutely an amazing entity. And it's an integrated whole. So being holistic, one has to look at the entire body and how one organ speaks to the other. We really cannot have a conversation about hair health without talking about overall health and well-being. One of my passions is health, wellness, and prevention. I believe that if I can prevent someone from getting diabetes or hypertension or any kind of hair loss, then I would have served them well rather than having to write a prescription for medication. So we talk a lot about that as well because it's important for us to focus on preventing disease rather than waiting until it happens. Sometimes it's a little bit too late to treat, and sometimes it comes with pharmaceuticals that do have side effects that oftentimes you have to use another medication to treat the side effects. So there's a lot to discuss today, and I'm very, very thrilled to be a part of this group here and to have the opportunity to share some thoughts with you before you leave this afternoon. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Our next panelist I'd like to introduce is Sharice Jackson Jordan. Some of you have seen her on the screen, on television, as part of the Real Housewives of Potomac. But she's also a mother. She's heavily involved in the community, giving back. And you think about the types of things day to day and the impact overall health, not just our hair, but overall. Sharice?
Good afternoon, everyone. Well, it's interesting as I'm sitting next to the doctor and hearing some of the things that she has already spoken about. I think about my journey with my hair, and it started out as a very young girl where my mother did not want me to get a perm, and I snuck and got one, and all my hair fell out. But it grew back. And then as I got older, I just never knew what to do with my hair. And so my natural hair is a mess. And my mom, it's really not as bad as I think it is, but I started doing all these different things to my hair. I even did infusion, and I looked like it went through a shredder. And then I went to a partial weave, then I went to the full weave, then I wanted a closure. And I had a situation where my hair started falling out. Actually, I have a lot of hair, but just recently, I'm a client of Renee, and so we've been going back and forth trying to figure out why is my hair thinning at the top. And so if you watch the show, I'm going through a divorce, so my mind is stressed. I'm stressed out. I'm a mother. I have 2 kids. My daughter's over there. They're in college. I'm selling my house. I'm doing all these different things. I'm trying to, be everything for everybody. And at the end of the day, I felt like there was so much stress, and it was a lot of my hair was coming out. Well, we're just having a conversation. And so recently, well, not recently, but I deal with high blood pressure. I have hypertension. And so I was talking to Renee just 2 days ago, and I'm saying, oh my gosh, I said, earlier in the week, my pressure went low, and I was put on bed rest for a couple days, and they had to cut my dosage in half. And she's like, "Oh, that's your problem. You didn't tell me you had high blood pressure." So the medication causes hair loss. So now I got another problem. But anyway, so I got stress, I got high blood pressure medication, taking my hair out, everything trying to take my hair out. So that's why I'm here today, to share with you all of my stresses with my stresses. What do you call it? Stresses. But at the same time, doing reality TV and being in the community, people expect you to look a certain way. So I'm like, how my shit is falling out. Like, I can't look on fleek all the time. Like, I got some real stuff going on down here. So I'm glad that I was invited to come and share on the panel my experiences, my struggles, and learn from the experts about the things that they're going to offer to us. And thank you, Diane, for including me, and thank you, Renee, for dealing with my stress.
Thank you so much.